Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is March 17th, 2014. This is Texan TV News from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. And I'm Thomas Varnado. In today's headlines, Morgan Mills' Sam Bayer turns heads on The Voice. Greek Week begins. SeaWorld meets fraternity initiation. U.S. lags as commercial drones take off around globe. The color of Hindus. And SMU misses the March Madness selection. Now, today's top story in regional news according to the Stephenville Empire-Tribune. She's always been out there as a teenager growing up in Morgan Mill. Samantha Bayer, known to her family and friends as Sam, said she knew her place was somewhere else in this world. What she didn't know was that the pursuit of somewhere else would take her to national TV on NBC's The Voice. The stage was completely dark when I first walked out on it for the first blind auditions. Even though I've been up on stage many times and never had stage fright, I did then, Bayer said with a laugh. I was so nervous I don't remember singing so much as I remember hearing my own voice. Then when Adam Levine turned around, I just absolutely lost it. I knew right then, no matter what else happens from there on, I'd won. To me, it was a sign. I wasn't just chasing my dream of making a living with music. I was living it. In campus news, today kicks off Greek Week here at Tarleton State, where the fraternities and sororities combine for some friendly competition. According to the Tarleton website, these events include obstacle courses, challenges that the active members compete through. Anyone is welcome to watch and enjoy. It all starts at 4 at the Student Center. In Texas news, 2 men arrested for breaking into SeaWorld in San Antonio say they were a part of a group that did so as part of a fraternity initiation, according to the Associated Press. 2 Houston men ages 18 and 23 were arrested at the scene early Wednesday. According to a police report, the 2 told police they were among 7 who broke into the park as part of a fraternity initiation after being told to take pictures with the animals after dark. Although they did not want to say which fraternity, a manager and another employee were working late and saw the group and called security and police. The 2 men were arrested and charged with criminal trespass and theft. Both admitted to taking ice cream from an unlocked kiosk freezer. A helicopter search did not find the others. In national news from the Associated Press, a small 4-router drone hovered over Washington Nationals players for a few days during spring training in Florida last month, taking publicity photos impossible for a human photographer to capture, but no one got the Federal Aviation Administration's permission first. No, we did not get it cleared, but we do not get our pop flies cleared either, and those go higher than this thing did, a team official said when contacted by the Associated Press. The drone flight ceased the next day. The official wasn't authorized to speak publicly and asked not to be named. Sean Cassidy, senior vice president at the Airline Pilots Association, said he worries that the commercial drone users will be less willing than hobbyists to abide by restrictions because of economic pressures. Drones are becoming so prevalent and affordable that something has to be done to make sure that they are not being used in a reckless manner, he said. Even a fairly small drone, if the person flying this thing is unaware of their surroundings, there could be a very dire consequences. In international news, according to the Associated Press, Hindus are celebrating the festival of Holi by painting each other in bright colors, distributing sweets, and squirting water at one another. The holiday, celebrated mainly in India and Nepal, marks the beginning of spring and the triumph of good over evil. Bonfires are set on the eve of Holi, and the next day Hindus throw colored dry powder and water in celebration of love. In sports, according to the Associated Press, SMU's Mustangs might have the best argument among the snubbed from the March Madness bracket. They had a resurgence under 73-year-old coach Larry Brown in his return to coaching college, going 23-9 overall and 12-6 in the American Athletic Conference. On their resume are 2 wins over Connecticut and splits with Memphis and Cincinnati, both NCAA tournament teams. The problem was SMU's schedule. The Mustangs had a soft non-conference schedule, and their overall strength of schedule was 129th, 38 higher than the worst team that made the field. Today's weather, according to Yahoo, weather is predicted to be a high of 66 and a low of 45 with clear skies. Today's broadcast was produced by Slayton Hatley and Bernice Tompkins. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Thomas Varnado. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.